Alright, so after all the rumours flying around for weeks about the Sussex's return to UK, it looks like it's official. Harry and Meghan are bringing Archie and Lilibet to the UK, and this is the kids' first trip there in 4 years. Now that's a story worth talking about. Forget the palace drama for a second. Strip away the headlines, the royal experts, and the people who somehow make a living guessing what strangers are thinking. This is really about Dad taking his children to the place where he grew up. That's it. That's something regular people understand. Think about it. How many parents have said, "One day I'll take my kids back home and show them where I came from"? That's normal. That's family stuff. Harry isn't the first person to want his kids to see his roots, and he definitely won't be the last. And Meghan? She's doing what a supportive partner does. She's standing beside her husband while their kids get to see another piece of who their father is. It's not some secret mission. They're not showing up with a marching band. They're simply making memories. What's funny is that before they've even landed, some people have already written 20 episodes of a TV drama. Who's speaking to who's ignoring who blinked first? Relax. The plane hasn't even touched the runway yet, and the gossip machine is already overheating. Somebody needs to unplug it before it catches fire. Meanwhile, Archie and Lilibet are probably just excited to travel, see new places, and spend time with their parents. Kids don't wake up thinking, "I wonder what tomorrow's tabloid headline will be." They care about snacks, toys, and asking, "Are we there yet?" The funniest part? Watch how every single smile, every wave, every step outside gets turned into some giant royal conspiracy. Harry scratches his head. Body language expert says it means regret. Meghan laughs. Sources claim it sent shockwaves through the monarchy. Give me a break. At the end of the day, this isn't about winning or losing. It's about family. Harry wants his children to know both sides of their story. California's home, sure, but Britain is also part of who they are. Those two things can exist at the same time. So while some people are busy counting who opened which door, Harry and Meghan seem focused on something much simpler, giving Archie and Lilibet memories they'll keep for the rest of their lives. And honestly, that's the part that actually matters. Can we just look at the absolute night and day difference between how Harry grew up and how he is raising Archie and Lilibet? It is mind-blowing. The media wants to treat this upcoming UK visit like it's some sort of Hollywood PR stunt or an audition to get back into the firm. But let's keep it a stock. Harry and Meghan spent 4 whole years out in California letting their kids just be kids. No flashing cameras in their faces 24/7, no stiff, forced balcony waves, and no being used as tiny royal props to make a dysfunctional institution look good. They gave them a real peaceful childhood away from that toxic media meat grinder. And now that they're pulling up to the UK, they are doing it entirely on their own terms. Think about the human insight here. Harry knows exactly what it feels like to have your entire childhood put on display for public consumption. He lived it, he survived it, and as a dad, he said, "Not my kids." Regular people understand exactly what that means. That is called protecting your peace and protecting your bloodline. They aren't showing up to beg for approval or to follow some old, dusty script written by the palace. They are showing up as a unified, independent family, completely owning their own narrative. It is beautiful, it is powerful, and honestly, it's a masterclass in how to be a parent. Archie and Lilibet get to know their roots without inheriting the royal burden, and you just love to see it. While the media is busy crying about William locking his doors and throwing tantrums over who gets what bedroom at Windsor, guess where Harry and Meghan are actually tracking to stay? Althorpe House. That is right, the ancestral home and the final resting place of Princess Diana herself. Her brother, Earl Spencer, basically opened the gates and said, "Come on in, the house is yours." Now look at the street-level reality of this move. The tabloids wanted you to think Harry was going to be wandering around London with his luggage, begging Charles for a keycard to Buckingham Palace. But instead of playing their game and dealing with William's bitter energy, Harry just completely bypassed the entire palace circus. He took his family straight to his mother's side of the bloodline. This is chess, not checkers. Think about the human insight here. Harry is bringing Archie and Lilibet to a place filled with actual, genuine love. He's taking them to meet the Spencers, the side of the family that has always stood 10 toes down for him and supported him from day one. He's letting his kids connect with the memory of their grandmother, Diana, completely out of the reach of the Crown's toxic PR machine. Regular people see exactly what's happening here. When your toxic in-laws try to freeze you out of the family reunion, you don't stand on the porch begging to be let in. You go link up with the aunts and uncles who actually vibe with you and treat you like gold. Harry and Meghan just pulled off the ultimate boss move, showing their kids their true British heritage while leaving the rest of the royals sitting in their locked palace looking completely irrelevant.
While the rest of the royals are sitting around in their gold-plated rooms worrying about who gets to wave from the balcony or who gets the shinier medal, Harry is landing in the UK to lead a literal global movement. We are talking about the Invictus Games countdown in Birmingham. This isn't some empty scripted photo op where you cut a ribbon and pretend to care about a local garden. This is a massive, life-changing organization that Harry built from the ground up to help wounded veterans completely reclaim their lives. And you know the palace is absolutely sick about it. They hate seeing Harry roll into town doing real heavy-lifting leadership because it makes their whole version of duty look totally hollow. It's like a local cover band getting mad because a stadium headliner just showed up to perform in their town. Regular people know the difference between a fake corporate handshake and real organic impact. Think about the human side of this for a second. When Archie and Lilibet watch their dad work on British soil, they aren't seeing someone whose only achievement is being born in a specific cradle. They are seeing a man who used his own pain to build something that saves thousands of people. That is the ultimate inheritance. Harry is showing them that true respect isn't given by a piece of paper or a fancy crown. It's earned by what you actually do for people on the ground. The palace can keep their titles. Harry's out here keeping it real. Now this is where we talk about Harry standing 10 toes down and completely exposing the absolute absurdity of the UK security establishment. Remember when the palace and the Home Office tried to play dirty and strip Harry and Meghan of their automatic security protection? They wanted to make it as difficult as possible for them to ever touch down on British soil again. It was a blatant attempt to freeze them out, isolate them and make them look vulnerable. But Harry, he didn't blink. He didn't just accept their petty rules. He fought the legal battle, dragged them through the mud, and demanded a proper fresh risk assessment. He basically said, I am not exposing my wife and my kids to a toxic meat grinder without protection. And guess what? The establishment had to completely backpedal. They realized Harry wasn't backing down, and with the family staying at a protected royal property for this trip, the security is locked in. All that energy they spent trying to lock the Sussexes out completely backfired on them. Think about the human insight here. Regular people know exactly what this is like. It's like when a toxic boss tries to cut your benefits or mess with your contract just to force you to quit, but you know your rights, you stand your ground, and you make them pay up anyway. The palace tried to use safety as a weapon to control Harry and Meghan, but the Sussexes played chess, protected their family, and are rolling back into the country fully protected and completely on their own terms. It is a massive win, and the establishment looks goofy trying to explain it. Let's just say it out loud. While the rest of the royals are sitting inside their cold castles acting like they trapped in an episode of a drama series from the 1800s, Harry and Meghan are out here drafting the blueprint for what a modern, healthy family actually looks like. The tabloids love to make it seem like this trip is about Harry crawling back, begging for forgiveness, or trying to patch things up with people who don't deserve it. Please, they are completely missing the point. Harry and Meghan aren't looking backwards at all. They aren't trying to fix old grudges or play by dusty, outdated rules that make everyone miserable. They are doing something much bigger. They are bridging two completely different worlds for their kids. Think about the real human insight here. They are letting Archie and Lilibet see where their dad came from, touch the ground, and understand their history, while keeping their feet firmly planted in their peaceful California future. They're teaching their children the ultimate life lesson. You can honor your roots without letting a toxic, messy environment dictate who you have to be. Regular people see exactly what's happening. It's like when you elevate your life, move away from your messy hometown, get your mind right, and then you come back just to visit. You're not there to get back into the old drama. You're just passing through with your head held high. Harry and Meghan already won the moment they chose their peace and sanity. They are stepping onto UK soil with pure grace, leaving the rest of the family stuck in a bitter time capsule, holding on to nothing but grudges. It is game over. Thank you all for watching. I am your host, Miles. Love you all. Goodbye.